Mrs. Nancy Wilson.
Now that's a hard act to follow with the two teachers, but I'll do my best to keep up their pace. The special education department here in the district provides a range of services to our children. The obvious ones are ones within the school to the kids with identified needs. But in addition, what some people aren't aware of, we service the schools, the private schools in our attendance area. We service Flossmoor Montessori, Marti School, and Infant Jesus of Prague to see if there is a disability, and if indeed there is a disability, to offer services. Another area that we service are to homeschool children. The district staff works together with the family if indeed a disability is suspected. And the last area that comes out of the special education department is homebound services. The special education department, in conjunction with the district nurse, the family physician, and the parent, arrange for homebound instruction for students meeting the criteria. Now this could be special education students or general education students. PBIS comes under the special education department, and our district is a member of the Illinois PBIS network. All of our schools focus on rewarding kids for doing the right things, and we all have interventions in place to support those who need more encouragement. Our schools have been recognized by the state for their level of implementation, and we're always looking for a new aspect to add to it. This year we're expanding PBIS to the community through the public libraries. There'll be community bucks available within the libraries to reward kids at the library for doing the right thing. So this is another way to expand our initiative and extend it out to the community. Next, the Wellness Committee. This is our second year of meeting, and the committee's goal is to promote wellness and healthy lifestyles for our staff, families, and students. Last year we had our first annual Staff Wellness Day. Staff had the opportunity of a wellness screening and a day filled with activities devoted to healthy living. The committee also reviewed our district wellness policy and food served to students within the school day. A safe snack list was developed with the committee to provide healthy snacks to our students at school and to address students' common allergies. Also for students this year, we had physicals provided by Advocate Hospital by the Ronald McDonald Medical Van that was at the district office. And in December, we'll be offering dental exams for students meeting the criteria. The committee is also planning our second Wellness Day in January and looking at additional activities for the students within our schools. Another event the committee is working on is a series of healthy eating presentations for families, and we're having our first presentation next month. Lastly, we have a community outreach here within the district, and we've been using this support for 3 years for our families in need. This year, our district is partnering with Speed Cooperative. Speed is part of their transition program for students 18 to 21 years of age, has developed a resale store that's opening up in Chicago Heights. And the students, under the supervision of the Speed staff, operate the store. They'll be selling gently used clothing and household items that they've recycled, and our district will serve as a drop-off site for items. In return, we'll receive vouchers for our families in need who can go to the store and shop and select items that they need. Allure is having their grand opening on November 8th from 5 to 8, and it's at 410 Ashland Avenue. And for those of you in the community that are familiar with it, it was the advanced glass and paint store, and they're using the back section of that. That's a property that they now own. So please support our cooperative and our families and donate some items, particularly this time of year. Warm clothing is appreciated. Thank you, and I appreciate your time. Bruce Nieminski, Assistant Principal of Parker Junior High, is next.
Talk to you very briefly about eChalk. Most of you have hopefully visited our website. eChalk is our learning platform that connects our teachers with the students that you have, as well as you as the parents. Why we like eChalk so much and what the purpose of eChalk is to connect our 4 primary groups of stakeholders. Our visionary leaders, our district administration, as well as our principals and assistant principals at the schools, our teachers, and you've seen just a little snippet of some of the fine things our teachers are doing. You can see a lot more if you visit our teacher classroom web pages. It engages our students, it gives our students a digital representation of what's going on, gives them a very attractive way to look at the information on a daily basis, and it involves you as the parents. It gives you the opportunity to take a look and see what your child or your children are doing on a daily basis. Just some very brief features that our website has. Each school maintains a unique website. You'll notice if you look at all 5 of our schools that they look uniform. They have the same type of information, the same format, but they're unique in terms of their color, their logos, and the pictures that accompany them. We do have a district website as well that houses the main announcements and information that our district has, a lot of which you've heard this evening. We have interactive calendars on both our district and our school websites. We have an announcement feature to share the great things that are going on in this district, the exciting news and the opportunities that we have both here and in the community. As I said before, and you've heard tonight, each of our teachers in this district maintain a classroom page where they post their homework, their events, their resources and special announcements that you can view on a daily basis. And it integrates with our one-to-one technology. A second year update, this is our second full year of eChalk. Our district site, if you have not visited, is www.sd161.org. I would encourage you to take a look at that at your earliest convenience. We did have teachers that were selected to have their websites recognized nationally, over a dozen, and those are currently on eChalk's national website under exemplar teacher web pages. We are always looking to improve your visits to our websites. We're making some cosmetic improvements so that the information you need is 2 clicks away or less. And we provided a board docs link, which gives you all of the information about our board members, board meetings and agendas, board policy, and all the things that they have created. I want to thank you as a community. We've heard some great things from you, some suggestions to make our websites even more. We do not have a professional web designer in this district. You're looking at them, and I will tell you the two subjects I struggled with the most in school were art and computers. So this is combining those talents, but you guys have done a great job in helping us, and we're continuing to make those websites as attractive as possible. Thank you, and our next up on our agenda is our Educational Technology Coordinator to talk about professional learning, Ms. Christine Tomasino.
So we've heard a lot about teachers and programs and what students have to say about the great things going on in Flossmoor School District. And it's my role to take a look at the professional learning for teachers and kind of take all of those ideas and drop some seeds, some innovation seeds. Because just a few years ago, professional learning was professional development. You had a day or a half day and you went to it and someone told you how to think. And now what's great is professional learning is not an event to go to. It is a constant movement and thinking process by our teachers. And part of my role is to help teachers get new ideas and instructional practices to meet all those needs that we talked about and you heard here tonight. So we do model our professional learning after the National Staff Development Council. It's called Learning Forward. And so there's standards not only for our students and our curriculum, but also for professional learning. So just a little picture for you into what does that look like in our district. We try to make sure that our staff has over 50 hours of time to take a look at new skills, have conversations. We heard from some teachers today. They do a lot of investigation on their own, but likewise, we plant seeds with teachers working with teachers, teachers bringing topics and talking with other teachers. And then sometimes just, here it is, something new I learned about. So we have Institute Days, we have summer sessions, and we have Flossmoor Internal University as our context for helping our teachers grow in their instructional practices. All of our topics relate around the things that you heard about tonight. Helping teachers look at student growth, looking at refining their instructional practices, and then working with that new arena in curriculum and assessment. And then, of course, the other category, because it seems like there's always more that we're taking a look at. And so what I'd like to do is introduce Marti. She's one of our instructional coaches. One thing that we do is, besides those pull-out sessions, we have job-embedded instructional practice learning or refinement with teachers, and Haley is one of a team of 7 who is going to, and she's going to share some things that she does as an instructional coach in classrooms.
I am part of an awesome team of 7 coaches in the district who have all previously been teachers in the district or still currently teach a few classes at Parker. And we work with teachers to really advance student achievement through encouraging higher order thinking and the use of the technology tools in the classroom. We're in the classrooms every day with the teachers and the students, and we're just really there to provide that extra support for teachers in helping with their professional development and pushing their instruction in the classroom into 21st century learning environments. The students and the teachers have been incredibly receptive to our team this year. And so I have a couple comments about something students have said. I had a 3rd grader say to me, "When are you coming to my classroom again? I like all those fun lessons you bring to us." And the students like the lessons because they're challenging and they're engaging and they're authentic to their learning and what they need. I also had a little kindergartner say to me, "Thank you, lady, for bringing us these iPads." And as much as I would love to take the credit for bringing these iPads to all the kids, that's really the community and the parents and all of you for being so supportive in this process, and to the school board for having the vision along with Mr. Duster, Dr. Wark, Ms. Lavella, Ms. Wilson, Ms. Tomasino, Mr. Mark Walter and the technology department, the principals and the awesome teachers, all of those people for putting in the long hours and the dedication to make this happen for the students. And I guess mostly I just want to say the one thing I can tell you from being in dozens of classrooms in the past 2 months, ranging from kindergarten to 8th grade, is that really awesome, incredible, special things are happening in the classrooms. Innovative, high-level learning, engaging, authentic, challenging lessons and tasks and projects, things that I never could have imagined when I was in grade school, using the big computers to explore the Oregon Trail, if anyone remembers that old program. So I just want to thank you for your continued support as we take learning to new levels in our classrooms. So I did put together a short clip using iMovie that shows the kids using some tools. You might see some apps that you're familiar with or that your children have talked about, like Ask3, Today's Meet, Socrative, and Story Creator. Thank you. I'll give it back to Ms. Tomasino.
So there's a lot of energy going around with these new digital tools, and we talk about our 21st Century Learning Initiative, personalized learning using digital tools. And a few things that you heard from our teachers is that, wow, there's an increase in student engagement. So we're kind of taking a look at what's happening in those classrooms and trying to build context and have data about, what's going on, how has learning changed. So we know that with these tools, we have an increase in classroom resources also. I mean, we heard from the kids today about their engagement. We recognize that their role has changed, and they're recognizing that their role has changed, especially our junior high students who are saying, boy, back there in elementary school, I was learning this way, and now I'm in a flipped classroom environment. And so they're able to develop themselves as responsible citizens, and we add that digital to it because sometimes our students need that guidance in how to be a responsible digital citizen. We're also helping students monitor their learning. That's a little different, a different role for our students. What do you mean I'm goal setting and then I've got to set the stage and monitor myself? And our teachers and the energy that they're putting behind that are making changes in the classroom. And then the other thing that we're finding with our personalized learning using digital tools, again, part of our 21st Century Learning Initiative, is that we are trying to strengthen that homeschool connection, to provide those resources and that collaboration at home so that schooling goes beyond the time that the kids are here at school. Another one of my roles here in the district is to assist and work with parents. And so just to let you know, this year we have already started. We've had one parent engagement session, and our plan is to have multiple parent engagement sessions throughout the year based on topics that you are interested in. So our first one in October had to do with our website. Mr. Nieminski talked a little bit about that, but how do parents access resources from the classroom, increasing that homeschool connection. Just to let you know, some dates behind me here. In November, we're going to talk about, you heard a lot about a tool that we have purchased called Odyssey Learning. And so we're going to have a hands-on with parents to say, what does that look like for my students? So if you want to attend that session, we're also trying to have an evening as well as a day session. So be looking for those on our websites through SkyAlert. Those are the ways that you can help partake in and learn more about what goes on in our district. I'd like to now introduce Mr. Bruce Markwalter. He's our Director of Technology, and he and his team help us support all of what we want to